coming for maths or biofield, not to be their target is ultimate target is not to become a doctor or engineer. They have so many fields. There are so many fields in maths and biology. Okay, so don't just narrow your mind only for two fields, but medical or engineer. Not like that. There are so many fields you can go through this, right? Through maths and bio. There are so many fields, not only one, not only two. There are so many fields, right? So, first of all, like sometimes you'd have chosen this field, like sometimes your parents would have told because you are studying well, right? Just try maths. Sometimes they would have told just try biology. You are a person, you're getting very good marks in mathematics and science, therefore just try. Okay, so you'd have come like that. The people who are coming like that, it means with parents force or because of parents' will or because parents wish, right? Those people actually they are not getting a big results in this. They are not ending up in a big results. And first of all, you should know, right? When you come to this A levels, okay, A levels and O level both are completely different. Now I am teaching O level also, teaching maths for O level students, and I am teaching chemistry for A level students. So I know both the mentalities. Okay, O level mentality and the A level mentality. But my approaches for those two classes are different. I'm not approaching the same way like O level for A levels, right? It's completely different. The first thing I want to tell you, Puta, this is not depend on your smartness. Sometimes you might be talented, you might be brightest, right? But remember, right? Remember, this A level, it's not depend on your smartness. Sometimes you might be bright because I'm telling with this experience I have seen. Even my friends were there, they got 9 A's for O levels. But in A levels, there are students who got there are my friends who got 3 W's, but O level results 9 A's. I'm not telling these to put you down, right? Because O level we had a tradition. Like when we were in O levels, right? We had a tradition. What's that tradition? If you are having exams, right? You know your term test. Okay, we'll say term test today, April 9th. No? We'll say your term test is on April 12th. Kiela. Will you study on April 9th? Shape you will turn few pages. You are willing to study, but you will turn 2 pages and you are done. You will hang around with some other thing. But when will you study? April 10th night. April 10th, I mean, April 12th exam in April 11th night only you will start studying. You will study very deeply, very hardly. You try to put everything very quickly. But O level, you can do that. If you study for 3, 4 days, even you can get a good marks. So with those trend, now when you come for A levels, Puta, you try to apply the same thing for A levels. Therefore, most of the people end with what? Less results because smart people will think we are smart. Therefore, if we study for a few days, it will be enough for us. So they are having a mentality like that. Because of that mentality, they are getting less results, right? So remember, first thing, your attitude, right? Your attitude should change, Puta. When you are coming for this, if you're keeping your leg for this, first of all, you should decide. And also, I have seen students, they got only 2 A's for O levels. They got only 2 A's, but they ended up with 3 A's in A level. Both the sides are there. So you should understand here clear cut. That's a clear cut. These A levels mainly depend on what your hard work, how much you are dedicating for this work. Okay, so this completely depend on this. So a person who is getting 3 A's for A level, not only 3 A's, even if you can achieve more than C in A level, it's a very big achievement. It's not easy to get a C in A level. Even a S is very hard. You will realize when you are stepping into this, right? First of all, get that idea completely, Buddha, right? First of all, if you are, I'm telling now your first day in, right? Then if you want to continue this journey, first of all, think whether you are ready to dedicate yourself for this, right? But I'm telling always, right? That's my opinion, not everyone's opinion, my opinion. I'm telling always, maths and bio stream are superior than other streams because it's hard, not easy. Although because commerce field එකට ගිහිල්ලා 9A's එකෙක් they will never get 3W ගන්න. But in maths and bio field 9A's people also can get 3W. There are evidences, we have seen that. This is very good. Why? Because when you are growing, now we'll say now you are doing maths, you are getting I'm not telling negative things, just imagine you are getting only 3C for your stream. Still you are a very successful person. Why? Because 3C is a very good thing. Now we'll say with this 3C, if you go for any other field, we'll say now you are trying to do SEMA, you are trying to do ACCA, right? You will be in the top. But you have done maths, you know logics, so you can taggal, you can change your field and you can do any higher studies. So you'll say now you are going to do you are going for IT field. So even in IT, most of the people, what they are doing, soon after their O levels, they are trying to go for IT field. But they will get stuck in one place because IT field is a competitive area. Because in local unis who are doing IT, mostly the people who have done A level maths and A level bio. So their knowledge is powerful and their skills are powerful. So other people can't turn with them. The people who are doing after O levels, they can't turn with the people who are getting after A levels because the exposure is high. Therefore, Buddha, you are in a very good track. The first advice is don't change this track. Always I'm telling for my students, even if you get 3W in maths field, still you're bright. Because however you will work with this pressure for 2.5 years. So your brain will adapt to the pressure and brain will develop. Right? So you are in a good field. Don't leave this field even it's get hard. However, you will have a bright future, definitely. So this is a very good field. You have selected a very, very good field. Right? It might be maths, it might be bio. Sometimes at the beginning it might be difficult, but don't leave it. Hold. Slowly, you will start to get this. Sometimes certain things you won't understand at the beginning, right? But when you're holding to it, you will understand, right? Because this is completely different than O levels, completely different, right? There is a huge difference. In O levels, you understood everything. They never teach something, you understood everything. But in A levels, it's not like that. Certain parts, like although you understand when you're going to apply, it will be difficult to you, right? So first of all, understand first thing what I'm telling, O level and A level different. Second point, your smartness, only your smartness won't work here. Although you're smart, you can get 3Ws. Third thing, these results completely depend on your complete dedication, whether you are into it or you want to do part-time things also. Okay. So first these three things. After getting 3 A's, I'm not telling if you want to be a doctor in Sri Lanka. I didn't. When you get 3 A's, there are so many areas are there to give you scholarship. right? So first thing understand, because I will tell so many things, right? Today introduction, I will tell so many things commonly. I will tell the chemistry things. First of all, I'm telling commonly you are in this field, so you are in a good field, and this is completely depend on your dedication only. That's the first point to emphasize you. The एक save करेगा, right? Now, if that one is okay, second one, right? Okay. Now, what is the like if you get 3 A's or if you get a very good results, what's the advantage you get? Right? What's the advantage you get? We'll say if you get 3 A's, normally if you get 3 A's, most of the people telling a thing called like this. A level is very competitive exam. The most competitive exam in Sri Lanka is advanced level, especially maths and biofield. Then most of the people agree with that, but I'm not agree with it because when you call things as competitive, when you call things as competitive, those can speak something, right? When you call things as competitive, right? When you call like that, everyone doing their best and only few people are getting selected. That is competition, right? That is a competitive thing. Normally, for example, the people who are running in your school athletic meet, 100 meters, and the people who are running in Olympic, if you give both of them in one track, is it a competition? However, your school people will definitely they will lose, no? Right? Why? Because best people only coming for Olympic. Best in the country is coming to the Olympic. So that is not a competition, right? So remember, Buddha, this is not competitive because if you get 3 A's, you can select any field whatever you want. So what is your target should be to get 3 A's. If you get 3 A's, okay. When it become a competition, there are so many 3 A's people, but only few 3 A's people will get a chance to select everything. That will be a competition. So understand the difference. So what your target should be to just get 3 A's. If you can get 3 A's in everything, all three subjects, very well. Now when you were in O level, you did 9 subjects. Okay, you had to study 9 different things. Make it in just 3 subjects, but all are something close to each other. All are something close to each other. In a science category again, whether it's maths or bio, both are under science category. The physical science category, maths will fall. Biological science category, biology will fall. I think that's the scenario here, right? The second thing, this is not a competition, right? If you do your work properly and if you can come for 3 years, you are winner. Brother, you can select whatever field you want. I'm not telling you definitely you should go for this. That's your wish. The other advantage, when you get 3 years, now you're winning. Right? You're winning this exam. I didn't tell you you're winning your life key. Life win karanna 3 years win karanna, right? Life means a big definition. Right? 3 years mean you are winning your career. The career in a part, okay, you are okay. Now you have got 3 years. What's the advantage? Advantage is now if you wish, you can do medicine. If you wish, you can do engineering. So normally, if you want to do these courses, even like without government, you can do this privately also. Okay, if you want, you can be a molecular biologist You can be a quantity survivor, right? You can there are so many fields are there. Or you can go in robotics, right? Even more to they have started robotics. That is, so robotics nowadays is a very good field because everything depends on robotics. Robotics, what they do, they make the people who don't have parts of body, they're making robotics bodies. They can, as if you don't have hands, they're making hands where you can control. Okay, where you can control the fingers like this from robotics, right? So it's very improving technology. So there's a big scope for everything. එතකොට මෙන්න මේවායි course like usually how much it cost? For medicine, how much it cost to do the entire degree? Only the degree fee. It's more than 1 crore. Okay, so if you get 3 years, that 1 crore is balance for you. No need to spend that 1 crore, right? 1 crore you can buy a car. You can use that money. If you get 3 years, you can do engineering. Engineering was the cost. Engineering product cost, right? But engineering you can't do electrical, right? Electrical if you want to do or electrical engineering, you have to go to more to, right? More normally nowadays, civil engineers are there are many civil engineers. They don't have even jobs. Okay, even Dhanush acted a movie, right? PIP කියලා. ඒක 1 උත්තාව 2 උත්තාව, right? So in that movie, that's the situation. Middle East වලත් engineering jobs very hard. Very very hard. All you get අමාර by chance වලින් ලැබෙන කට්ටිය ඉන්නවා. But civil එකට now තැන නෑ පුතා. Right? So again, whenever you're going to select the field, you should select that tools. Right? Even doctor කිව්වත් ඒකෙත් there are so many things are there. Even inside the doctor. Right? ඒකෙත් හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් තියෙනවා. ඒක පස්සේ බලමු. First target මෙන්න මේක ඒකේ ලැබෙන advantage මොනවද? You can save more than 50 lakhs. If someone doing medicine, they can save more than 1 crore. This is the most expensive course in Sri Lanka. Medicine තමයි. ඊට වඩා expensive වෙන මොකක්වත් නැහැ. Right? So you can save so much money because these 5 years, 5 years plus 1 year internship. Engineering කියනකොට ඕක යන්නේ කොතන 3 years plus 1 year specially එහෙම යනවා. Right? ඉතින් නැත්තම් bachelor of science. Again, physical science වලින් you can, if you want, you can select in physical science field. A physical science field එකෙත් there are so many things you can go. A physical science වලින් you can go. We'll say you can be a chemistry special කියලා, a chemist කියලා. හරි. When you become other thing, why you are selecting these fields? To serve the community. එහෙමද? එහෙම කියලා බොරු කියන්න එපා, right? Why you want to be an engineer? To serve the community. Why you want to be a doctor? To serve the community. First, to get a dignity. First thing, to get the dignity, to get the respect in the society, to get that name, to get that, to put something in front of your name, doctor කියලා දාගන්න. නැත්නම් නම ඊට qualifications ටික දාගන්න. That's why you want to do some higher studies. නැත්නම් ගෙදර නිදාගන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So that's why you want to do this now. Other thing is what? You want to earn a big amount of money. Both are there. You are learning so hard. To get some what body money amount you are doing this. So you want to get more amount of money. But to earn money, there are so many shortcuts. There are so many shortcuts to earn money. If you want to earn money, you can do a business. I'm not talking illegal business, legal, right? So you can do something legally and you can earn plenty of money. But although why you choose this? Because only money doesn't make the life perfect, right? So you need some morals. Those morals will develop with studies. Because there are so many people, they are still regretting that they couldn't study, right? Okay. Okay. Then Dhanush, right? Dhanush is an Indian actor. He's a billionaire. So after he's becoming a billionaire, he said in one of his interview, what the I have so much money, but I regret for one thing. I couldn't study, right? He doesn't want to say such a thing in a public meeting. Because it's in his art. So when you don't study, when you want to earn money in short ways, okay, but you will have a regret that you couldn't study. ඒක තියෙනවා, right? So remember, you're in a good field, Puta, right? Where you can get a respect, where you can earn more money. That you should use your brain properly, right? Then other thing, even molecular biology, one of the best field. You don't have jobs in Sri Lanka, but you can go for this, right? Because you are going to do for molecular level, right? Nowadays, highly improving technologies, right? AK, you can earn plenty of money, more than 20 to 25 lakhs. You can earn in a book, right? Other one is quantity surviving, they got developing. AK basic, you can get 9 to 10 lakhs, right? Abroad, right? And even we'll say you are being a chemistry special, a chemist. Chemistry is one of the biggest branches, which having biggest number of branches is chemistry. We'll say you are becoming a chemist. You are doing, we'll say you are finishing your basic degree in chemistry. We'll say in chemistry there are so everything chemistry no puta. Everything chemistry. Everything mean paint. The paint what you are painting is chemistry. The chairs, oh got chemistry. Okay, other nothing polymer chemistry, right? So even what the coloring, the colors ටික ඒවත් chemistry, the fabrics හරිද? ඊට පස්සේ හැමතැනම everywhere it's chemistry. The medicine what you take, chemistry. The drink what you drink, අර fresh juice කියලා බොන්නේ, fresh juice නෙමෙයිනේ, right? Fresh juice කියලා ගාලා bottle වල තියෙන mango drink. ඒ mango flavor වල තියෙන ester කියලා chemical එකක් තමයි ඒක. Ester කියලා you can get the same smell, you can get the same taste. තනිකර කෙමිකල් එකක් only you are drinking. අර මැංගෝ වගේ ටේස්ටි කියලා අර මැංගෝ ගෙඩියක් දාලා තිබ්බට ඒක මැංගෝ නැහැ, right? එහෙම තමයි. So chemistry is nowadays developing every food chemistry, the medical chemistry, the නැත්නම් agrochemistry, the ඔක්කොම chemistry. Therefore it's a what a developing field if you become a chemist. Now if you're interested, right? Yeah, interest නැතෝ මොන field එකට ගියත් වැඩක් නැහැ, right? Then you won't survive in it. හරිද? නිකන් අම්මා තාත්තා කියනවා කියලා don't do A levels. If you have the wish, like I want to do, I want to become a good place, you're having the interest mean do this, right? But if you become a chemistry in basic, you can go to US. US willing, they'll take you. If you shine, they'll say you are getting a first class or a good class in this class, like you are getting good marks. The US will sponsor you. Scholarships gonna පුළුවන් to do your this one, the higher degrees. This is the basic degree, no? To do your higher degrees. Then degree එක කරනකොටම you can earn 9 lakhs while doing the degree. Once you completed your degree, එතන 20 to 25 lakhs you can earn monthly, right? So ගොඩාක් තියෙනවා. Engineering වලට තියෙනවා, quantity වලට තියෙනවා. Even software engineering, if you go for engineering, electrical engineers ලා වුණොත් your basic salary will be 20 to 25 lakhs. When you become experienced, like 30 to 40 it will increase. I think you are in a very good field where you can earn plenty of money. And if you be a doctor, if you be a consultant, right? Then right? I think everything is not money, but what you are studying, you're converting to money, your skills. So these are the advantages you get in this field. But then you will get a good brain or හරියට ඒ කියන්නේ දෙපැත්ත තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ sense එකකුත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ, studies උත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. There are some people they don't have sense. Senseless human ඉතින් කොච්චර study කරත් ඌ වැඩක් නැහැ. Right? The sense also there. Other things study also there. ඒ දෙකම balance කරගෙන ගියොත් පුතා you can go for a big place. Right? Okay. Now I said things generally, right? Commonly for both the streams, maths and bio streams. I didn't still anything speak related to chemistry. Now normally I told you I'm in a good field. So you can save plenty of money. I will say you are getting good results, and even you can get scholars for other countries both. Again, in 3 years, some countries will offer you 100% scholarship, right? So many courses, right? There are so many countries they will be coming for Sri Lanka, and there are so many exhibitions, right? BMICH and KCC, CCC. තව තියෙනවා ඒ ගොඩාක් තැන්වල they will keep exhibitions, right? The campus will come, those campus, the foreign campus will come, and they will offer scholarship for your result. Why? Because they want talented people. So the talented people they are so when you're working with them with schools, they will offer you job also in that country. Okay, you have a big scope in this field. Yeah. So only one thing should be there. Should be able to dedicate yourself. Booking में करना ना करना, right? You can change things massively. Right? So there is the first idea. Now I'll come to my subject, right? Now I spoke generally first few things. It was I'll come for my subject today. We all gathered here for chemistry, right? Chemistry. So chemistry. First of all, I will tell most of the people think chemistry is difficult. يعني ඒ වගේ idea එකක් තියෙනවා. Because in O level, out of 3, chemistry was the worst for most of the people, right? ඉතින් අපි පොඩ්ඩක් කියන්නකො බලමු online students ලා. If you agree with me, chat box එකේ agree කියලා හරි පොඩි message එකක් දාන්න. For people, for the people, how the chemistry was the worst when you were in O level. Even physical students, you can raise your hand. Chemistry was the worst. Chemistry was the worst. Out of 3, තුනම worst තමයි. එහෙමත් ඉන්නා. Right? ඒකෙත් out of all 3, chemistry was the worstest. අරේ. එහෙම නැද්ද? Not chemistry? Then what? ඉතින් එහෙම අපිට raise your hand and show you. ඒක අවුලක් නෑ. ඒක නෝන්ඩි නෙමෙයි. Right? But you know. What was the worst? Bio. Physics. Easiest subject. Huh? In science, what was the worst? Science. Right. Alright. Anyhow, some people they are saying physics, some people are saying chemistry, right? Right. So there are people they love to do chemistry, right? Okay, nice to hear. Right. Okay, fine. Okay. Now, Buddha, but I'm telling, I said majority. Did I say 100% of the students? No. 100% එහෙම නෙමෙයි. However, මොන අර there are foods no Buddha. අර සමහර කැම තියෙනවා මිනිසුන්ට කන්න බෑ. But ඕක කන සෙට් එකකුත් ඉන්නවා. Right? එහෙම තමයි, right? So there are people අර කොටම එක්කෙනෙක් ඉන්න ඌ කාටවත් කැමති නැහැ. But there will be a person ඌට මාර ඌව කැමති. Right? එහෙම තමයි. That's life. Right? Sometimes when you go to buy clothes, you will when you see a dress, you will think, which animal will buy this? Next day යනකොට තව එකෙක් ඕක පාරේ දාගෙන යනවා, right? ඉතින් එහෙම තමයි people's tastes are different. එතකොට when you're working make but mostly common this one is chemistry is difficult කියන idea here only most of the people are there. Right. Then ඉන්න මෙහෙම scene එකට යමු. Why this became difficult when you were in O level? Hey, why that's the question mark. Why was it difficult? Because this chemistry was entire dealing was with elements. Hydrogen, helium, ඔය සෙට් එකත් එක්ක deal කරනකොට most of the people they couldn't write the compounds. Beryllium chloride කියනකොට ටක් ගාලා you can't write. Okay, and also you are not fit to do with beryllium chloride. BeCl2 කියලා දාන එකට වඩා you like to write that beryllium chloride. එහෙම thing only there because most of the students they like to write. හැමයක්ම දිගටම ලියලා only they want to study. So with that mentality, everything became difficult in chemistry. Right? But actually chemistry, out of these 3 subjects, chemistry is the easiest. You can easily get A for chemistry because I have so many tricks and tips to get that A. You might be whatever level in chemistry, right? But we have a work plan, okay? Very easily you can travel to that, right? Seriously, it's very, very easy. Chemistry part is very, very easy, right? So when you come to A level chemistry, we divide the A level chemistry into four parts, four segments. There are four parts in this A level chemistry, okay? Four parts in this A level chemistry. In these four parts, the first part is we are calling general chemistry, GC. AK, you will learn about atoms, how the atoms fluctuates, different qualities of atoms, how we differentiate, how to draw structures. Likewise, you will have things. You will learn like that. Second part, there is a thing called inorganic chemistry, IC, right? Inorganic chemistry. Inorganic means, you know what is inorganic? All levels, you know what is inorganic, right? The compounds which do not contain carbon කියලා you have learned. ඒතර ඒකත් එක්ක තියෙන chemistry there you will learn colors, reactions. ඒ set එක you will learn there. And another part is the organic chemistry. The compounds which contain carbon. That is comes under organic, right? So there you will learn about the organic compounds, the things which contains carbon, and you will learn everything about that. Finally, you will learn thing about physical chemistry. In physical chemistry, this is like mathematics, completely calculation, right? We will do lots of calculations in it, right? So many questions again. It will go with physical part. So these likewise we will divide into four portions, and we will learn this. And we don't have so many units to learn, right? We don't have so many units to learn. Less than 20, right? We have only less than 20, right? Only less than 20 lessons to learn. Right? So remember, Buddha, then this part is not difficult. This part is not difficult. So only four parts to learn and to get the marks. But if you do properly, you will understand everything. Right. So now I will recall the important points of O-level chemistry today. Okay, so next week onwards, we are starting our work, right? We will give the tudes and we are starting our work from next week onwards. We are starting the unit one, right? Unit one is atomic structure, right? First of all, I will give you ideas, the main things about chemistry, right? And after that, so our program is like this, right? I will tell our program after teaching these parts. Okay, carefully listen this. Now, chemistry means it starts with the atom. Starts with the atom, right? Chemistry starts with the atom. So, in this, when you take the atom, atom has a nucleus. Atom has a nucleus, right? In this nucleus, there are subatomic particles. Subatomic particles. So, when you take the nucleus, this is consist of proton and neutron. Okay, proton and neutron. This is the starting part. Proton and neutron and electrons start to rotate around this. So the electrons start to rotate around this. And there are so many shells, right, around the nucleus. Okay, so electrons will rotate around them. This is only the basic. So you should know the charges of this. Proton is what charge? What's the charge of proton? Charge of proton is positive charge. Neutron, it's a neutral charge, no charge for this. Electron, it's a negative charge. Normally, Pota, if there is a negative charge and if it closer to positive charge, what will happen? What will happen? They are try to attract each other. They try to attract each other, right? They try to attract each other. But electrons won't attract to the nucleus. Why? Why? Who knows? This electron is negative, this is positive, but this electron won't come and attach to this. Why? Because it's rotating very fast. Okay? Because it's rotates very, very, very fast, right? Because of its speed, okay, it won't, right, attach to this. Okay? So that's the basic. And now this is the story about atom. Now that's one. Now we'll see the next one. Next one is if we take, right, we'll take the periodic table. Now we are going to do the work with the periodic table, right? Everything, main thing is period first atom introduction, then periodic table. So in this atom, okay, I have to say one more thing. When you take the atom, I will say this is the first shell, second shell, third shell, and the fourth shell, right? These are the shells. What's the maximum number of electrons in the first shell? Maximum there can be 2, right? Second shell, maximum can be how much? 8. There can be 8 electrons. In the third shell, because first shell we are calling K, this is K, this is L, this is M, this is N. When you are in O level, Puta, you have learned these K, L, M, N. What's the maximum number of electrons these shell possess? K2, L8, M18, N32. So this is from your O level knowledge. Huh? But in O level, have you seen in third level more than 8 electrons? No, because that you will learn in A level. How to get this 18. This everything you will learn very clearly in A levels. We are going deep into it. Okay, A velave will see. In the first unit itself, you will learn. Right? You will learn about the atom. Right? It's very nice when you are learning that. Then MK, but according to your knowledge, at the moment there are 8, right? Just will put 8. But actually, there can go up to 18, but in the first 20 elements. Now I'm talking about only about the first 20 elements, right? Only about the first 20 elements. In these 20 elements, right? In these 20 elements, in the maker, this set, first 20 elements in the third shell, you will have maximum 8. And in first 20 elements, we are not going for N level. N level is going for calcium. Calcium will only go for N level. It will has only 2 electrons in the first 20 elements. We'll keep this like this. Go home, go to the next one. Right now, we'll speak about those the first 20 elements. So first of all, hydrogen you will learn. First element is hydrogen. Right? First element is hydrogen. Hydrogen. Then there will be helium. Then here, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon. Then this part will be sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon, potassium, and calcium. Right? And helium will come here. First of all, I will give some introduction about this because you would have forgotten after the science exam. Right? Because we can study this thoroughly. Now, it's like this hydrogen, helium, up to the calcium. Okay. Then, Puta, first of all, you should know all these 20 elements. Then, how many elements are we learning for A levels? O level 20. A level, we are learning up to 54 elements. Should you buy heart all 54? No need. Because they will use the periodic table. Out of these 54, we are learning mainly about 30 elements. Mainly about 30 elements. Right? Although there are 54, but the deep learning is there only for 30 elements in A level. Now, first of all, you should know this. Now, at the moment, we are taking hydrogen as the group 1 element. But when you come to A level, we are telling the hydrogen this is actually not belongs to group 1. It's actually a different type. Venus making. Therefore, we are taking hydrogen and we are keeping in another place. In a special place, hydrogen right? He will be in that place. So hydrogen we are not considering as group 1 element. Right? You will learn later than at a hydrogen first group. Then here group 1 within a group 2, within a group 3, within a group 4, within a group 5, here group 6, here 7, here group 8. Now we'll go think with all of it. But when you come to A level in the latest periodic table, this is first group, this is second group. When you're coming for this one, this becomes the 13th group. The first, second, how this became 13? Because there are 10 elements in between them. So when you come to this one, again, when you come to O levels, what happens, Buddha? In a group, what will happen? Choose some people will come in between this, right? Now, still, I'm not going to separate them. Then at a right? Found? Right. Right. It will separate. Separate extra more lazy, right? But easy. What you concept only have, right? Right. Now, first of all, in this, it was a make period scale. What are we calling for this? The other one, right? I'm sorry. The make one first period, second period, third period, fourth period. We are dividing this. First of all, you should know how we have classified this. How we classified the groups according to which factor? According to the, we'll see who knows the answer. Even online people also type chat box again. Even physical students, you also can answer how they have classified the groups. Some students, they are replying, student replied valency. More than that, not valency actually. How the? Tell something. Don't get scared, Puta. Right, very good. So some students they are replying well, right? What will happen? According to what? All right. You don't have any idea how they have classified this. Now you have finished your levels. Never can't forget. Very good. It's right. A very simple answer. The number of electrons in the outermost shell. If it is simply the last shell, number of electrons in the last shell, right? Okay, the number of electrons in the last shell. So all the people here, they have, but they have one electron in the last shell. These people, two electrons, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How they have divided the periods? Rows are classified as periods, columns are classified as groups. So how they classify the periods, Putha? The number of energy level. So number of shells. The number of shells they have. So these people have only one shell. These people have two shells, three shells, and four shells. Right? Because finally you will go for three shells. Right. Now, Balan, we'll take an element. We'll take an element. We'll take, for example, we'll take aluminium. For example, we'll take aluminium. Aluminium has how many shells? Three. One, two, three. See? No, yeah, three shells only there. In the first shell, how many electrons will be there in aluminium? Two electrons will fill. In the second shell, all the electrons should fill to get the third level. After filling everything in the second level, they can go to third level. So aluminium belong to third group. So how many electrons should be there? 3. This is the way how you write electronic configuration when you are in O level. But when you come to A level itself, in the first unit itself, we will what we call for this electronic configuration. So the A writing pattern is completely different when you come to A level. I'm not going to write that. Upset. ඒවා lazy, right? ඒවා ලොකු දේවල් නෙමෙයි, but when you come, you will learn this. Now you have learned only shells now when you in O level. So there is a thing called subshells. Shells වලත් sub කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා. That one we will learn in detail when you come for A levels. ලොකු scene නෙමෙයි, පොඩි scene, right? Now when you are in grade 1, 5 plus 8 වැඩ් කරන්න කොච්චර අමාරු වුණාද පුතා? 5 plus 8 කියනකොට කොහොමද ඇඩ් කරේ ඒක? තාත්තට කිව්වා තාත්තා hold your 5 fingers. අම්මට කිව්වා hold your 8 fingers. Because you counted one by one. Now it's a very big corruption for them because always you are coming and asking for fingers. හරිද? ඊට අම්මා කිව්වා තාත්තා කිව්වා පුතා put bowl and find the addition. ඊට උඹලා දැම්මා 5 bowls 8 bowls ඒවා. ඊට උඹලා කම්මැලි ඉන්නේ බා. උඹලාට bowls දදා ඉන්න බෑ. ඊට පස්සේ what you did? You took your fingers. ඊට පස්සේ 1 2 3 4 5 ඒක දාලා මේතනත් count කරලා toes වලත් count කරලා ඔක්කොම කරලා ගත්තා. ඒක කාලයක්. After that, when the decimals introduced for yourself for very first time, මතකද grade 6 වල decimals කියන පට්ටම අමාරුයි. අර 5.3 plus 2.7 කියන full upset. ඊට පස්සේ 5.3 multiply by 2.5 කියවම පට්ට hard. මේක තමයි මාරම අමාරු ලෝකෙ තියෙන. This is a world පට්ට difficult sum. ඊට පස්සේ now we think I think මොකද්ද? ඔය දැක්කොත් එහෙම තමයි දැන් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේ තමයි when it something comes for very first time, ඒ පොඩ්ඩක් difficult වගේ. But when you get used to that, ඊට පස්සේ ඒව nothing. ඒකත් එහෙම්ම තමයි. This is nothing. Right? So don't get upset because I'm telling මේක කියලා ඊට පස්සේ කියන මේවයි coming soon කියලා. කියන්නේ අර the advertisement event එකට coming soon. Next episode. හරිද? Right. Then මේක මෙහෙම තමයි. Do you understand how to fill this? So මේ වගේ come with you should have the proper knowledge. අර logical thinking එකත් එක්ක තමයි you should write. Those days how you by heart? Aluminium in 13. එතකොට first 2 8 to get 13 3. එහෙමනේ you by heart. But the proper thing is there should be 3 ඒ කියන්නේ first shell, second shell, third shell. Each are 3 energy levels. Each energy level the number of electrons here. All right. We'll take another example. We'll take the sulfur gum S. That also belong to third energy level. Then only 3. එතකොට first 2 should fill. Next take 8 should fill. ඊට පස්සේ sulfur belong to which group? 6th group. So last shell is 6 electrons. So it should come like that. Right? So මේ වගේ මේ තමයි first basic concept how to write the electrons. ඊට පස්සේ these electrons, this number of electrons. This number of electrons are there පුතා. These are calling number of electrons. Total electrons how much? 2 8 10. He has 16 electrons. And number of electrons are equal to number of protons. I said no, an atom is made out of 3 subatomic particles. Protons, electrons and neutrons. එතකොට these protons and electrons numbers are same. The protons are equal to how much? 16. Because protons are electron and same. This periodic tables is built out of what? According to the number of protons, not electrons. According to the number of proton that element consists. Okay. This number of protons we are calling a number. What number is that? Can you remember that name? Atomic number, right? This atomic number. So this periodic table is built out of according to increasing order of atomic number, right? That's the way it developed. So to see the number of neutron, what should you do? Okay, to see the number of neutron, when you take sodium, for example, you say sodium, you don't want to by heart any of these numbers. They will give a number on the top of the sodium, and the bottom of the sodium they will give a number. Today I will tell a name for this. Ulluvanam, remember this and tell me when I'm teaching this. Right? I'll tell a name, make a GV theater you haven't heard. Right? Normally, if you write like this, we are calling element. We are sodium kila vitarak liwuwot, we are calling element. Now we are putting two numbers for sodium. No puta. When you put two numbers for sodium, you will learn this in unit 1, A level unit 1. ඒකට කියන්නේ පුතා nucleide. පොඩි A level කැලලුත් කියලා දෙන්නම්කෝ. Nucleide. Nucleide mean what? An element which has a mass number and atomic number. එච්චරයි. ඒ word එක විතරක් ඔළුවේ තියන්න. Nucleide. When there is a nucleide, right? එතකොට ලොකු දෙයක් නෙමෙයි. මේක මෙයා තමයි nucleide. Right? Okay. Then this one known as nucleide. අද මොකොත් ලියන්න ඕන නිකන් අහගෙන ඉන්න නිකන් movie එක. Right? නිකන් මේක this one you will learn. මේක teach කරන කොහොමද මේ word එක. මේ වෙන බෙද මොකුත් නැහැ nucleide mean මේක තමයි ආයෙත් ඒකම තමයි කියන්නේ. When you come to A level. Okay, nothing else I will tell. So this is atomic number. Whatever you have written down, මෙන්න මෙයා තමයි. What is that? Atomic number AN. This atomic number is equal to number of protons. මෙන්න උඩ ඉන්න එක්කෙනා. This one is known as mass number. Right? මෙන්න මෙයා තමයි mass number. This is mass number mean this is made out of what? Protons and neutrons. Mass number is equal to the what puta? Mass number is equal to the number of what? Proton and neutrons means this is the nucleus. Nucleus of the atom. So the mass number is made out of the nucleus. Why? Because nucleus only bear the mass. The nucleus only weight. So mass number means where you have the mass. Where you have the mass in the nucleus. So what is in the nucleus? Proton and neutrons. So this number is made out of protons and neutrons. Normally we call mass number in O level. But when you take protons and neutrons together in A levels, we call a name puta. A level කෑල්ලක්. ඒක you will learn separately. දැනට just know nucleons කියලා we are learning. Nucleons කියලා we will tell. Nucleons. මේක අහලා නැන්නේ. Right. So nucleons කියන්නේ proton plus neutron එකට. Right? So if you know there are, according to this, how many protons are in this? 11 protons. Number is 11. So protons are 11 mean these two's addition should be equal to 23 mean neutron should be 12. So 11 plus 12 will be 23. So number of nucleons will be 23. Okay. Number of protons will be 11. Number of neutrons will be 12. So already you know this, but products recalled to get the proper knowledge. Now when you are learning chemistry, these things are like very easy. Right? Still it's like hard. No. These are like nothing again, you know. Feel like because now you're post O level people. You have done O level, right? Now even your Malli is coming and getting advices from you. How do you learn? Okay, product tell some tips and tricks to learn science, chemistry. So what you can tell them, Putha, come here. Putha name Malli, come here, right? Or Nangi, come here, right? Ayya can call Nangi, come here, and you can teach chemistry, right? Alright. Then we'll come for this again. There are so many things to speak about the periodic table. We have so many things to speak. Come to A level, right? That's why I'm doing this part. Right. Do you want to write anything? Will you know either? Online people, do you want to write? Online people, I will learn. No need. All right. Whatever. All right. Now go to next part. The next part first of all, make it. This is like people that right? This is like people. Now chemistry mean it's a country. A country එකක් වගේ. ඒක තනි ලෝකයක්. It's a different world. ඒ world එකේ ඉන්න people ලා තමයි මෙන්න මේ 20 people. There are so many people, but we have highlighted a certain place, and in that place there are only 20 people living. The ministry give them what normal humans වගේ කියලා you have to now you have to give some life for chemistry. You know, chemistry when you are learning this like inanimate things, you feel you don't feel quality of feel when you don't feel to your body. Chemistry hydrogen කියවම උඩ hydrogen feel වෙනවද? Oxygen මෙච්චර කල් oxygen ගියා පොඩ්ඩක්වත් feel වුණාද නැහැ? You don't feel anything in chemistry. Body feeling එකක්වත් නැහැ chemistry. Right? Can you understand any chemical changes in your body? How many changes are happening daily? Even when you take okay, when you eat, so many reactions are happening inside your body. එකක්වත් තේරුණාද නැහැ? Right? මොකොත් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? So many reactions are taking place. එකක්වත් අපිට feel වෙන්නේ නැහැ. We don't have any sense. Therefore, to get sense, to make it interest, I'm giving some life to chemistry. So my concept is like that. Because we gave life for maths also. Right? Yeah, maths numbers උනාට අපි ඒවටත් life දුන්නා. So chemistry mean superior එක. Right? Then chemistry එකේ පුතා මෙන්න මෙතන වෙන්නේ සිද්ධිය. So if there is a world, මේක I said it's a world. මේක ඉන්නේ member දැන් ඉන්නේ 20 only 20 people. එහෙම now we'll take. We are learning only about 20 people. If there is a place, normally කවුද ඉන්නේ? There should be boys. There should be girls. There should be boys, girls, දෙකටම නැති වුණොත් ඉන්න ඕනේ, right? There are 3 types of set. එහෙමනේ world කිව්වොත්, right? දැන් මම බලන්න ඕනේ දැන් who are the boys, who are the girls? ඒ දෙකටම නැති උන් කවුද? ඒ ඔක්කොම දැන් බලන්න ඕනේ, right? First of all, we should separate these people in a place. Like එක තැනකින් now we have to classify. මුන් set එක boys, මුන් set එක girls. එතකොට we have to put ඉන්න මෙතනින් තමයි we can classify. BC before Christ වගේ නැත්නම් British Council මේ මොන වර්ඩ් එකක් හරි ඔළුවේ තියාගන්න. නැත්නම් Bishops College හරි මොකක් හරි කැමති එකක්, right? BC කිව්වම මොනවද ඔළුවට එන්නේ මන් දන්නේ නැහැ, right? Whatever coming to your head, අර BC එක මැදින් තමයි you have to put the line. Like a step. මේ step එකක් වගේ you have to put this. හරිද? මේව දාගන්න. Now only see about the periodic table. අනිත් ඒවා බලන්න එපා. Right. Now we'll see only this periodic table. Right? Now in this puta, make a left side in හැමෝම boys. Normally when you go to this one, when you go for classes, normally mostly in left side boys, right side girls, mostly. Right? Today can't but normally, right? Normally it's like that. Left side boys, right side girls. Here මුනුත් ඉඳගෙන ඉන්නේ එහෙම තමයි. Left side boys, right side girls. Here left side metals, right side non metals. And metals තමයි we are taking as boys, right? The strong no puta. Telling physically boys are strong, mentally girls are strong. That's the truth. ඒකනේ බං අර බූට් එකක් කෑවත් ගොඩක් suicide කරන්නේ boys ලා. Right? අර break up එකේ mostly suicide happen for which side? Boys section එකේනේ. අයියෝ. Although they have muscular body, they are weak in their heart. මාර sensitive, මාර upset වෙනවා. Girls I think අඬනවා. උන් ඇඬුවා කියලා උන් weak නෑ. නිකන් බෑ කියලා උන් අර දානවා water level දානවා ඒව. But අර එහෙම උන් weak නෑ. උන් දැන් break up වුණොත් දවස් 4ක් කණ්ඩායි ඊට පස්සේ 5th day එක වෙනකොට හරි වැඩේ හරි. Right? එහෙමනේ මම most of the time they are in affair. I didn't ask you to be in affair. Don't misunderstand. Normally what's happening in the world I'm telling. Normally in a girl and a boy in an affair. ඒක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? ඒකේ ඊට පස්සේ most of the time අර same age න පුතා ඕල් set වෙන්නේ. Same age set වෙන්නේ මම grade 6 වල ඉඳන්ම set වෙනවා, right? දැන් මම set වෙලා දැන් ඉක්සල බඳින්න බෑනේ. එතකොට සෙට් වෙලා when you come to our A level වෙලත් you can't marry no. O level year වෙලත් can't marry. But you have to maintain for 8 to 10 years. උඹලා දැන් අර married කෙනෙක් වගේ තමයි අර maintain කර කර ඇවිල්ලා ඊට පස්සේ you are coming then 21 වුණත් උඹලට බඳින්න පුළුවන්ද බං? බෑ. You don't have a job. තාත්තද බලාගන්නේ right? එතකොට 21 ඒ බෑ. දැන් 25 වෙනවා මුන් ඉන්නේ නැහැ. එහෙම ඉන්න බෑ. right? That's the practical. දැන් 11 years වල උඹ set වුණා නම් 25 වෙනකම් 14 years life එකක් live කරලා ඉවරයිනේ. ඊට පස්සේ like අර මෙච්චරක් විනාට පස්සේ අර ඒගොල්ලන්ට එච්චර ඉන්න බෑ 25 වෙනවා usually girls won't stay එහෙම ඉන්නේ නැහැ ඒක same age නේ පුතා boys ලාට settle වෙන්න it will take some time ඉතින් උඹලා grade 6 වල ඉන්නකොට බලන්න ඕන grade 1 එකේ ඉන්න නංගි කෙනෙක් right එහෙම තමයි යන්නේ right so this will be child abuse හරිද එතකොට මේ scene එක වෙන්නේ the most of the time what happens අර most of the time අර ගෙදර කියනවා oh you have to marry once you finish your A levels itself ඒ කියන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. සමහරු O level ඉරුණාම කියනවා right nowadays. දන්නේ නැහැ එහෙම කියනවා. යර it's there. එතකොට now when you are done with the A levels ඉවර වෙලා මුන්ට කියනවා then you all can marry. After marriage you can continue a degree එහෙම පුළුවන් right. So after marriage you can continue a degree. ඉතින් ගොඩක් උනේ ඒ වෙලාව බඳින්න යනවා. එතකොට මොකද්ද කියන්නේ කොල්ලට? මෙසේජ් එකක් යවනවා. long message එකක්. WhatsApp එකකින් හොයලා okay. Everything will come to an end in life, right? So many years we have been together, so many fights, so many memories. It was say thanks for everything. Okay, you will get a better life and better wife. And then bye, tata. Kiyala dala, wo block karla dala, right? Moving on, right? Then this bug also will cry. තරගල් හිටියානේ ඒකට හිටපු පූසා මරණත් අඬනවානේ බා right then ඊට පස්සේ අඬලා ඊට පස්සේ ඒගොල්ලෝ they will start a new life ඊට පස්සේ ඌට මතකත් නැහැ මේ වගේ හිටියා කියලා ඌ මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ ඌ අර mentally weak නේ එක්කම ඌ යනවා railway track එකට because you know 14 years බා නැත්තම් පොඩි කාලේ hospital එකේ ඉඳන්ම right නැත්තම් ඒ වගේ තමයි මුන් කියන්නේ ඩයලොග් ඊට රේල්වේ ට්‍රැක් එකට යනවා නැත්නම් අර ගෙඩිම දැන් ලෝටස් තවත් තියෙනවනේ මම ඊසිලි උඩේ ඉඳන් පයින්නම රයිට් ඒක ලෝටස් තව ඒකට යනවා නැත්නම් අර ගෝල් ෆේස් එකේ මේකක් තියෙන උතන ඉඳන් පැන්නත් අවුලන්නේ නැහැ කෙලින්ම T එකේ රයිට් ඉතින් ඒ වගේ මුන් ඉතින් taking some decision නැත්නම් යාළුවෝ සෙට් එකත් එක්ක ගිහිල්ලා බොනවා රයිට් නැත්නම් you get addicted to drugs because boys most ඒක තමයි reality boys mentally weak කියන්නේ they are not that strong in their physically boys are strong mentally girls are strong හරිද නැත්තම් girl කෙනෙක්ට එහෙම යන්න බෑ because they are mentally strong they can adapt to situation and I'm not telling they are wrong I think they have to take that decision රන්න දෙයක් නැහැ උඹලට කවුද කිව්වේ පොඩි කාලේ ඉඳන් සෙට් කරගන්න කියලා right I think when you do wrong things in wrong age you have to suffer right මේ age එකේ තියෙන ඕවා නෙමෙයිනේ බා stage is there to develop your career develop your marital life නෙමෙයි ඒවා after career right එතකොට if you are in those things ඒවා දැනගන්න ඉතින් දවසක ඕක කැඩෙනවා right දෙන්නම අඬයි කොහොම හරි යයි හරිද right then this is the thing so එතකොට මෙන්න මේ සෙට් එක boys කියලා කිව්ව අර physical character එකත් එක්ක අර mitchell's කිව්වොත් අර පොඩ්ඩක් strong හරිද ඉතින් girls don't misunderstand boys ලාට තමයි strong අය අපිට strong නැද්ද we also have done karate ගහලා පෙන්නන්නද ඉතින් ඔහොම එච්චර tension වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ right මේ එතකොට මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන මොකද්ද boys මේ පැත්තේ තියෙන girls right non middle girls කියලා ගන්න මේව සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා පුතා අර මේ දැන් රියල් සීන් එක වෙන්නේ right එතකොට වෙන්න අර boy කෙනෙක් if they are associating with more girls සමහර ඉන්නවා සෙවලියෝ සෙට් එකක් right අර ඌ ඉන්නෙම girls ලත් එක්ක කතා කරොත් කතා කරන්නේ girls ලත් එක්ක අර girls ලා ඉන්න තැන අර හොයාගෙන යනවා ඒ වගේ සෙවල සෙට් එකකුත් ඉන්නවානේ එතකොට උන්ට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ උන්ට girls ලගේ attitude ටිකක් එනවා අර මොකද්ද first girl what is the first girls attitude කියවනවා වැඩි යන්න යන දැන් නිකාන් කියවනවා මේ මූ ගැන කියවනවා අරූ ගැන කියවනවා like they start to speak gossips වැඩි පොල්ලෙක් gossip වැඩි කතා කරනවා නම් ඌ ගොඩක් කිල්ලෙත් ඉන්නවා කියන එක තමයි සීන් එක. يعني I'm not telling ඒක it might be අර ගෙදර ඉන්න අක්කා නංගි වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. ගෙදර ඉන්න will say 4 sisters and mother. එතකොට එතනවා 5 girls. 5 women ලත් එක්ක ඉන්නකොට එතන නිකන් අර ඒගොල්ලන්ට අර ඒක effect එක එනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ progesterone කියන්නේ this it mean progesterone and estrogen means one of the powerful hormones. So when you are more associating with girls, ගොඩක් හිටියා නම් you get the influence of progesterone and estrogen. ඒ කියන්නේ මාර powerful hormone එකක්, right? ඒකන්න මේ පට්ටම් powerful, there is a research on it. හරිද? එතකොට මේ hormone එකක් තින්නකොට ඒගොල්ලන්ට what will happen පුතා? අර ගොඩක් අර ladies character set එකක් ඉන්න. ladies character කියන්නේ අර සමහර qualities ඉන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. නිකන් අර gossip කියනවා. අර සමහර විට අර forwardness එක පොඩ්ඩක් අඩු වෙනවා. ඒ වගේ you will see there might be some boys in your school you would have seen. උනියන් අර එන්නේ පොඩ බයයි හැම එකටම. right? They are scared. ඒ වගේම දෙපැත්ත තියෙනවා. right? එතකොට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ මේකේ? මේ ගොඩක් girls ලා ළඟින් ඉන්න දෙන්න කවුද? කොල්ලොන්ගේ බෝරෝන සිලිකන්. but අර girls ලාට එහෙම ගොඩක් boys ලා එක්ක හිටියේ කියලා උන්ට boys attitude දෙනවා ගොඩක් අඩුයි. mostly low because testosterone won't influence that much. progesterone estrogen influence is very high. ඒ නිසා මුන් දෙන්න මොකක් වෙනවද? මුන් දෙන්න boys ලා තමයි. අර boys ලාත් නෑ වගේ තමයි. right? එතකොට මුන් non metals මුන්ට කියනවා metalloid කියලා. අර metalloid කියන්නේ උනියන් අර boys girls දෙකටම පොඩ්ඩක් නැති කට්ටිය. හරි. ඉතින් මේක තමයි වෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? right. boys girls කියලා කිව්වට there is a real connection between them. මොකක්ද connection එක? ඊට පස්සේ you will learn පුතා. මෙන්න මෙහෙම scene එකක් you will learn. මොකක්ද learn කරන්නේ? right? You will learn a concept. හරිද? You will learn a concept. මෙන්න මෙහෙම. bonding කියලා scene එකකට යනවා. හරි. before that මෙන්න මේක තන ඉන්න gases ලා දන්නවද? කවුද gases කියලා? Who are the gases in this? I'll put circle set එකක් දාමු gases ලාට. take this color. take හොඳ color එකක් කියන්න. green. The gases ටිකට I'll put a circle. This one. This is a gas. This is a gas. This is a gas. This is a gas. මෙන්න මෙයා gas. මෙයා chlorine gas ද? chlorine gas. chlorine gas or liquid? දන්නවද? නැද්ද? don't know. We don't know. Chlorine also gas. Oxygen gas, nitrogen gas. From these 20, these are the gases. Totally there are 11 gases in the periodic table. Totally there are 11 gases. මෙතන එක කීයක් ඉන්නවද? 4, 6, 8. Apart from this there are only 3. Right? Apart from this there are only 3 more gases. Right? වෙන කට්ටිය නෑ. Right. Then ඒ තුන් දෙනා ඉන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන. You will learn when you come for advanced level අර start කරපු ගම when you are learning the periodic table. ඉතින් තුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා krypton, xenon, radon කියලා තුන් දෙනෙක්. Nice names no? Krypton, xenon, radon, right? ඉතින් එහෙම set එකක් ඉන්නවා. You will learn later. ඉතින් මේ වගේ තුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා krypton, right? xenon, radon කියලා. right? මේ වගේ තුන් දෙනෙක් එනවා but මුන් ගැන මොකුත් අපි we don't do anything for them. මේ වගේ තුන් දෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා කියලා විතරයි we are learning, right? දැනට ඕක ඕනේ, right? later part you will learn this. හරිද? right. දැනට we'll take this. Now see this. Now we'll come for bonding. Bonding scene එකට. Bonding means අර we are writing අර formulas නේ පුතා. අර chemical compound ලියනකොට formulas ලියන. normally there are two bonds. ගොඩක් ඕගලන්ට ගොඩක් ideas හරියට නැහැ concepts. That's why the problem. හරිද? Actually chemistry means there are only putty basic concept set එකක් තමයි පුතා තියෙන්නේ, right? Normally when you come for bonding there are two types of bonds. Bonds mean what? When people are joining they will form bonds. Bond එක තනියෙන් හදා ගන්න බෑනේ. Can you make a bond alone? Can't. අර motherhood එක හැදෙන්නේ කොහොමද? නිකන් මද වෙන්න බෑනේ. මද වෙන්න child කෙනෙක් ඉන්න ඕනේ. ඒක තමයි mother bond. Child and mother's bond. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙනවා child and father's bond. ගොඩක් උන්ගේ ඔක weak. right? fatherත් එක bond හදන්න යන්නේ නැහැ case කියලා. right? ඊට පස්සේ friend bond, siblings bond. ඒක දරුණුම bond එක, sibling bond එක. right? then ඊට පස්සේ next house එකත් එක්ක තියෙන bonds. right? වගේ එක එක bonds හැදෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ class එකේ bond. right? ඒ ගොඩාක් bonds හැදෙනවා. right? some are dangerous, some are foul. right? ඉතින් ඔය වගේ different types තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ මුන්ට ගොඩක් ඒව නෑ පුතා. උන් ඔය ඕගොල්ලෝ හදන තරම් එච්චර හදන්නේ නෑ. උන් හදන්නේ කෙලින්ම දෙකයි. they make two bonds. එකක් හදනවා number one because I'm relating everything with the normal day to day things. හරිද? එතකොට normally මේගොල්ලෝ හදන්නේ දෙකයි. number one they make ionic bond කියලා. ionic bond. ionic bond. මේක you have done in O levels. හරිද? second one covalent bond. මෙන්න මේක තමයි මේගොල්ලෝ හදන bonds දෙක. these people will make bonds. නිකන් දැන් තනියෙන් ඉන්නේ නෑනේ බං මේ village එකේ. they also want a family. family එකක් හදාගන්න they need bonds. ඊට bonds දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ ionic bond, covalent bond. ionic bond කියන්නේ මොනවද පුතා? normally if a boy if a join with a girl that is ionic bond. ඒක තමයි strong bond. ඒක normal day to day life එක normal happening. අර boy and a girl. එතකොට boy and a girl mean boy කියන්නේ කාටද අපි? metals. girls කියන්නේ non metals. එතකොට ionic bond will form between metal plus non metal. මේ දෙන්න join වුණොත් ඒ bond එකට තමයි we are calling පුතා ionic bond. ලොකු සීන් යන්නේ මේ උතන. I nothing to think. You have to just think මේ කවුද දෙන්න කවුද? අතන metal, අතන non metal. Then that is ionic bond. එච්චරයි. After that in covalent bond කියන්නේ කවුද? මේක මෙහෙම සීන් එකක් තියෙනවා. සමහර විට කෙල්ලෝ join වෙනවා. right? girls join වෙනවා ඒකට. يعني friendship එකට. හරිද? දැන් වැරදි හිතන්න එපා. bonds කියන්නේ ඉතින් අර marriage bonds විතරක් නෙමෙයිනේ බං. ඔයාලා හිතන්නේ අර කෙලින්ම marriage එක විතරයි. right? ඒව නේ අර යාළුවෝ. හරි හොඳ යාළුවෝ. then අර කෙල්ලෝ දෙන්නෙක් set වෙනවා. ඒතර කෙල්ලෝ දෙන්නෙක්ගෙන් always will come covalent bond. non-metal and non-metal will form a covalent bond. Remember this. Very easy. Very easy. කෙල්ලෝ දෙන්නෙක්ම set වෙන එක තමයි non-metal bond. but මේ village එකේ තියෙන special එක පුතා metals ලා දෙන්නෙක් set වෙන්නෙම නැහැ. උන් ගැන කිසිම bond එකක් නැහැ. two metals won't join together. නෑ friends වත් නැහැ. කිසිම bond එකක් නැහැ. හරිද? තාත්තගේ පුතාගේ bond වත් නැහැ. no bonds. කොල්ලොත් එක්ක කොල්ල bond තියාගන්නේ නැහැ මේ village එකේ. right? ඒතර තියෙන්නේ two types of bond. එක්ක කොල්ල කෙල්ල join වෙනවා නැත්නම් කෙල්ල join වෙනවා. කොල්ලෙක් කෙල්ලෙක් එක join වෙනකොට මේමනේ බා. right? normally කොල්ලෝ means very good කට්ටියක් න. right? you all agreeing? right? එතකොට වයි කොල්ලෝ means if they are giving ඕන එකක් දෙනවා. තියාගන්නේ නැහැ. උර්ගේ රුපියල් 5ක් තිබ්බත් ඒකක් දෙනවා. ඒ තමයි කොල්ලෝ. right? so අර වෙන්දරින් කොල්ලෝ means මුන් ඇවිල්ලා sharing කරන්නේ නැහැ. right? normally if a girl and a boy go to a restaurant who will spend? boy will spend. right? කෙල්ල නිකන් හරි අර first එකේ රුපියල් 20ක්වත් ගන්න නැහැ නේ එළියට. right? completely boy will spend. හරිද? එතකොට කෙලිම මෙතන වෙන්නේ donating and accepting එච්චරයි. one person will donate, other person will accept. දෙනව ගන්නවා. so what type of bond it is? ionic bond. covalent bond එක මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? what will happen in the covalent bond? what's happening here පුතා? මෙතන වෙන්නේ sharing. ඒ කියන්නේ කෙල්ලෝ දන්නවනේ කොහොමද කැන්ටින් යන්නේ කියලා. දැකලා නැද්ද? මම යනවා. I will say there are three friends. අම්මලි සමලි චමලි කියලා තුන් දෙනෙක් ඉඳලා ගියමුකෝ. right? the three friends ලා දැන් කැන්ටින් යනවා. if they want to go to the canteen කොහොමද ඒකට යන්නේ? කියනවා මොකද්ද? The podi pang kalla ganna unat. I have 20 rupees. You have money? Yeah, I also have 20. But I don't have money. And no need. Right? අර තුන් දෙනාටම සල්ලි තිබ්බොත් විතර මුන් කැන්ටිමට යන්නේ. නැත්නම් will say they are giving 100 rupees. එක්කෙනෙක්ගෙන් සල්ලි ගත්තා. ඒක අනිත් දෙන්නට දෙන්න ඕනේ ඒක. එහෙම ෂෙයා කරොත් විතරයි මුන් ගන්නෙ. නැත්නම් මුන් ආයි ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ්ෂිප් එකෙන් කට් කරලා දානවා. ඔබ දෙන්නේ නැහැ සල්ලි යන්නේ නැහැ කියලා. එහෙම තමයි. like that no. එහෙම right. Because it's like කොහෙම නෙමෙයි. 100ක් තිබ්බත් 5 people will go only 1% will give the money. Right? එහෙම තමයි. එකෙක් තිබ්බත් ඔක්කොම ටික යනවා. So that's the difference between girl and boy. Right? So girls ලා දෙන්නෙක් ඉන්න තැන sharing විතරමයි. They will never do funnying you. එහෙම දෙන්නේ. Now ionic bond එක ionic bond. Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride mean ඒක තමයි main taste එකනේ. Sodium chloride taste is the main taste. Without sodium chloride, can you taste the food? Will you eat the food? No. එකෙක්වත් කන්නේ නැහැ නේ මම ලුණු දාන්න නැතුව. Right? So sodium chloride is the best example giving for the ionic bond. So they are telling sodium atom is a sodium atom. The sodium atom has 3 shells, right? But if you do only the last shell, that is enough. In the last shell of sodium, they have only 1 electron. Okay, electron. I'll draw in the black. There is a sodium chloride. In the chloride plus chloride last shell, how many electrons? In the chlorine last shell, how many electrons are there? There are 7 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 electrons in the last shell. This is okay. Now, Puta, what will happen? This sodium will put the sodiums in red color. It will donate this electron to this chlorine. It will donate this electron. Alright? Either what will happen here? The sodium, if it donate, I will draw the electron like this when we make a electron like a sodium. Okay? Right? Now it's donating when we make a bigger. Choose gala gihilla. Right? So this electron in the sodium, what will happen? This electron will vanish. Now Mugian. There are no more electrons there. They are what? Ionic bond. One electron will completely lost, and others electron they will get. So if you try to write this as a reaction, what a problem here. Very easy. Now කොල්ලෝනේ boys mean mostly ඒගොල්ලෝ attitude එක giving the getting. කොල්ලෝගේ attitude එක giving. ඌට පූසෙක් යාළු වුණත් ඌටත් මොකක් කරගෙන ගින් දෙනවා. තමයි කොල්ලෝ. Right? Boys mean always giving. Girls like quality එක මොකක්ද? Getting. Right? ඒගොල්ලන්ට ආසයි ගොඩක් gifts. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ගොඩක් ගන්න කැමති. Right? හරිද? එහෙම තමයි normal, right? Normally, right? හරි. එතකොට කෙල්ලෝ ගන්නවා. කොල්ලෝ දෙනවා. එහෙමනේ? Boys are giving, girls are taking. එතකොට boys are giving means giving is what type of attitude? Plus attitude එකක්ද minus attitude එකක්ද? Plus attitude. Giving mean a plus attitude. Getting mean the minus attitude. එතකොට මෙන්න මෙහෙමනේ sodium හිටියේ. Sodium was living here. යාගේ පාඩුවේ sodium was living in the world. Right? And what happened? What happened mean we had to put a arrow. Arrow again passe what will happen? What did it do? It released the electron. It gave the electron. The electron went out. It gave the electron. After giving the electron, sodium became what? Plus. Right? He did a good quality. Because normal sodium became now plus sodium after giving the electron. So this is the way how you write the reaction. Most of the people had problems when you're writing these type of reactions. This giving that electron and this becomes the sodium plus. Understood? Now, methana what will happen? Chlorine was living alone, and what did chlorine do? Did give or took? Took. The chlorine, this electron, I should put plus for the chlorine. No? By chlorine is taking this electron and it becoming what type of person? A negative person. We are calling Cl minus. It will take the electron and become Cl minus. Understood? Is it clear? How I wrote the plus and how I wrote the minus. Clear? Right. So this is only actually happening. No need to buy hard things. So make a normal life. Right. And for the people who are plus, we are calling a name. What we call for this type of thing? What we call for this type? What time? For positive ions, we are calling. You know the cations, the cations. Kata wagi. Pollo kata wagi. Right? Then Cl minus we are calling anions. Kello ana wagi. Sharp, very sharp. Know what is ana? Ana means nail. Nails are very sharp. Nail mean not this nail. Nails mean ani, ana, right? Anions. Right. Kello ana, kollo kata. Right? Kata නෙමෙයි kollo ලස්සනයි. This kata kollo, right? Right. So remember like this. Actually, that's why I said boys and girls. Now this is about what? Ionic bond. Ionic bond. But finally, when these two people join, we have to draw this, and now for your understanding only, I showed you this going here, right? This electron going there. When you join this, it will form like this, sodium chloride. How sodium chloride will come? Sodium is there. Now, no, in the last shell, now sodium will have how many electrons? 8 electrons. Why? Now this is in the which shell? Second shell. Okay, so sodium will have only 8 electrons. This sodium. What will happen to chlorine? Chlorine is here. Right? The chlorine's last shell also, there will be how many electrons? 8 electrons. Chlorine's last shells also, there are 8 electrons. But 1 electron came from sodium. මෙන්න මේ දෙන නව එකතු වුණා marriage එකේ ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ sodium plus chlorine become minus. So this is the finally they get this. So this is what? This is the ionic bond. Sodium chloride ionic bond. So this is the way how you should write this. Understood? So they won't join each other. They won't join each other. So sodium cation and the chlorine anion will join together. Now they will live their life. Marriage. Now the next one. Let me go again. Now we'll come for the no need to write anything. Well, knowledge etc. superior, right? Okay. And you know, okay, wagi everything, right? Behaving Leo, right? Will they go Mari? Next one. Online students, are you following? One is sleeping. Right. Now, next part. Covalent bonds mean what? Is non-metal and non-metal. Non-metal and non-metal, right? Non-metal bond. So in the non-metal bond, what they can? It will go like this. Sharing. We'll say one nitrogen ammonia. We'll say NH3. There is a compound. NH3 means ammonia. So in this, what will happen? Nitrogen. How many electrons are in the last shell for nitrogen? You can see the periodic table. Nitrogen belongs to. You can see here. The nitrogen. Nitrogen is here. Nitrogen belong to fifth group. Nitrogen belong to fifth group. Therefore, how many electrons in the last shell? 5 electrons. Hydrogen belong to first group. Therefore, hydrogen has only 1 electron. Right? Now, observe here. Most of the people having a problem in this. Therefore, nitrogen has how many electrons in the last shell? 5. Hydrogen has 1. Okay. Now what will happen? 3 hydrogens will join like this. First hydrogen, second hydrogen, and the third hydrogen. 3 hydrogens will join with this. Right? Now when they are sharing, what will happen? Now hydrogen has 1 electron. To be stable, it needs another 1 electron. Why? Minimum 2 according to levels. First level 2, other levels we are fill 8. So hydrogen can fill up to second level only 2 electrons. So hydrogen need only 1. Okay. Then hydrogen will ask nitrogen, Ane, I need 1. Can you give? So nitrogen will tell, කෙල්ලෝනේ නිකන් එහෙම දෙන්න can you give 1 කිව්වා. Right? So they will tell, if you want 1, I also want 1. Here hydrogen telling, I'll give. Sharing, they are not giving to me. උඹ තියාගනින් කියලා දෙන්න. Use and give me. එහෙම තමයි. පොඩ්ඩක් අරගෙන දෙන්න. එතකොට hydrogen will donate 1. This is a hydrogen, so I'll put in red. Hydrogen will donate 1 electron. Again, they know sharing. Hydrogen will share the electron what it has. The nitrogen also will give electron what it has. They want, they also should give 1. He should give 1, then only he will give 1. Dealing it. So these hydrogens also will do the same. Right? This hydrogen will give 1, this nitrogen will give 1. Black ones are from nitrogen, red ones are from hydrogen. Okay. Right. After giving these three, around nitrogen in the last shell, we are drawing only the last shell. In nitrogen, how many electrons should be in the last shell? 5. So if there are 5 electrons, now how many electrons already gone? 1, 2, 3. There are 2 more electrons I have to pull. Okay, they are not bonded. Okay, they are not bonded. For the non-bonded, we are calling in the moon. We are calling lone pairs. And they are not bonded. We are calling them lone pairs. We bond vela in the we are calling bond pairs. Right? Bond pairs and lone pairs. Alone. They are alone. Now, when you draw this as a structure, okay, from you need 2 electrons to form a bond. With their 2 electrons will form a bond with hydrogen. This will be another bond with hydrogen. This will be another bond with hydrogen. And 2 electrons will be alone here. So this is the ammonia's structure. So this is the way how they form what? Covalent bonds. You should have the proper idea. Right? Now, we wrote so many things now. What is it? So many things. ඒකුත් ලියලා ඊට පස්සේ පොඩ්ඩක් ඕල් ලියන්න. Certain things so then දන්නවා වගේ ඇති. Again when you go home, there's body doubts ටිකක් එනවා. චුටි doubts set. Right? Exactly. අග්ගාල ටික ලියමු. Now we'll go for another one. CO2. Carbon dioxide, CO2. Now this is a mixture of what? Dekama non-metal. Carbon also non-metal. Oxygen also non-metal. Both are non-metals. If both are, you all didn't bring a book? You all have a book? Right. Have a book? Right. Then no, I'll tell when to write. Now, carbon also non-metal. Oxygen also what put? Non-metal. Both are non-metals. So when both are non-metals, මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ මෙතන? In this carbon, right? So carbon has how many electrons in the last shell? You can come and see periodic table. Carbon and carbon. Yeah, carbon. Carbon in the 4th group, so 4. Okay, no 4. What should you write? When we are writing 4 electrons in carbon. Okay, carbon has how many? 4. Oxygen belong to 6th group. So oxygen belong to 6th group, so 6 electrons. Then now you have to decide the central atom. Central atom is always which is less, that is the central atom. Who is more? That is the surrounding atom. Who is less? Carbon or less? So carbon will be in the middle. Right? Carbon will be in the middle. Now I'll draw the carbon. Carbon has 4 electrons. So 2 oxygens will join with that. This is oxygen. This is oxygen. 2 oxygen should join with that. Now oxygen will demand for how many electrons? Because stable electron is how many electrons? 288. No? They can fill up to 8 no here. So they need how many electrons? 2 electrons. They need 2. Here also, here how many electrons they need? 4 electrons. But you have to see the demand of only the surrounding electrons. You have to see the demand of whom? Only the surrounding electrons. You can see the demand. So oxygen asking for 2. Now oxygen should ask from whom? Carbon. Machang, I want 2. Machang නෙමෙයි. Yeah. Girls also now speaking machang bro එහෙමනේ කතා කරන්නේ. Girls also calling bro. I want 2 electrons. Bro, if you want 2, you also should give me 2. Deal. Okay, no? It's advantage for both of them. Therefore, oxygen will give 2 electrons of them. මේ දෙක දෙනවා. එතකොට carbon, what will happen? Carbon also will give 2 of them. Right? This oxygen also will do the same thing. Will give 2. The carbon will give 2 for this also. And always remember, you have to fill the total electrons around this. Carbon has 4. The carbons 4 already given for both. Oxygen has 6. Only 2 given by the oxygen. Then this 2 and this 2 will be there. This oxygen also will have those 4 electrons around them. Right. Then, now, when you're drawing the bond, how will you draw? Carbon is there. These 2 bonds are there. Here, oxygen. Here, there will be 2 bonds and oxygen. Right? And how many lone pairs? Here, 2. Here, 2. This one, 2. This one, 2. Likewise, you should draw this. So many things we will learn after this about these covalent bonds. But at the moment, the basic thing. Right? So get to know these things before going for your O level, sorry, A levels, right? So going for A levels, right? Right, right. Then, okay, these parts are okay. Right. Now, see this. Now, are these things clear? You had a clear knowledge like this, a sound knowledge in chemistry when you were in O level. Had, right? You had a sound knowledge like this, proper understanding. Then had no. Didn't your knowledge even slightly increase? Nothing increased in your knowledge by this session or increased? Some knowledge increased, right? Anyhow. Then Buddha, next one. Other thing is mostly people having a problem. Students are having a problem when they are writing what? Formulas. When they are writing the formulas. Normally students are having a problem when they are writing what? Formulas. So when they are writing the formula, what is the problem they face? For example, now when we have a set writing, they will tell to write carbon, carbon, we will say magnesium, right? They will tell to write magnesium, right? Magnesium chloride, magnesium chloride, right? This is the first one. First, tell me what type of bond is this, ionic bond or covalent bond? Answer, Taggal, answer. Online students also you can put in the chat box. What type of bond is this magnesium chloride? Taggal, you can decide. Who are here? Everyone speak Taggal. What type of bond? Ionic. Why ionic? Because boy, girl. Ionic. Very good. So ionic bond, here this is ionic bond. So magnesium, we can write magnesium Mg. Chlorine will be Cl. So when you write the periodic table, Buddha, top of the periodic table, right? I can write the valency like this. Okay, top of the periodic table, I can write the valency like this. Valency of this. Okay, valency I can write like this. V. I can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Valency will go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Now, what did I tell now? Magnesium chloride. Now, I told, now our question is magnesium chloride. Yeah, take to this. You can see. So, you have to see the valency of these. Okay. So, this is like marriage. In marriage, what they will do? They will exchange rings. Okay. They are this V number only, they are ring. Okay. The ring, what they have. Whatever they are having only, they will give others. So, see the magnesium's ring number. Magnesium's ring number is 2. Chlorine's ring number 1. So magnesium will give magnesium's ring to chlorine, right? Magnesium will give magnesium's rings to chlorine, right? They will exchange the rings, right? Magnesium will give magnesium's ring to chlorine. What is the magnesium's ring number? 2. So magnesium will give that ring to chlorine. What is chlorine's ring number? 1. The chlorine will give that ring to magnesium. When exchange and they will put. When they exchange, what is the formula? MgCl2. This is the way how you should write this. Okay. So it means if you know the group, you can Taggala write it. Okay. So that's the main thing. So this is the way how you should write for formulas. I'll give one more thing. Right. Second one, aluminium, aluminium sulfide, aluminium sulfide. Right. Aluminium sulfide mean. Now tell me like aluminium sulfide mean. What type of bond is this? Aluminium sulfide. Ionic or covalent? Ionic. In this, what are the two things we'll join? Aluminium and sulfur. So what is the aluminium's ring number and sulfur's ring number? Aluminium, if you see from this, and so amazing. You all see everyone's aluminium ring number and sulfur's ring number. Aluminium here, ring number is 3. Sulfur is here, ring number is 2. Okay, sulfur's ring number is 2, aluminium's ring number 3. Then what will do? Aluminium will give aluminium's ring to sulfur. Aluminium's ring is 3, it will give the ring to sulfur. Sulfur will give the sulfur's ring here. Then you will get, what do you get here? Al2S3. Okay. Likewise, you will get these things. Right. So, Puta, remember, now can you understand this chemistry is not a big thing, but you have to remember things. Okay. You should know how to write formulas. Make ever same thing, product we will learn. What is the first lesson we will learn? First lesson we are learning about some scientists, atomic structure. Okay. How scientists develop the atomic structure one by one. First, what they found. First, how they thought about the atom. Then how it changed by the experiments. What are the experiments they made? There is an experiment called mainly cathode ray experiment here, right? Okay. Now, Buddha, after now I gave some basic idea of O level, right? Basic idea of O level. Now, finally, I will tell about this. Now, I will tell our work program. What is our work program and how are we working, right? So I will tell about that, right? Then there is a way how we work. Work program even මෙහෙම තමයි වෙන්නේ. Normally theory part will go. Again, theory we will give you a tube. You can participate online or physical, and even the recordings are available, right? Online and physical, any mode you can participate. Even a physical student, in case if you can't attend physically, you can participate online, right? And for online students, that we will courier the tudes to you, right? We'll send the tudes to you. So the people who are joining online, right? You can join through two modes. Two modes. One is through Team Comrade or Dr. Math, right? Dr. Math and Kim, Team Comrade. Okay, whatever, how you came to this, you join from that mode, right? If you are joining from Dr. Math and Kim, this one, you have to message this, right? This number, okay? If you are joining from Comrade, Team Comrade, right? You can join any of these, right? Either got a whatever method you can join this for online people, right? Right. So when you join, you can get the tunes as well. Then physical students, you have to come here, right? You can join here. So your class time will be 4:30 to 7:30, right? 4:30 to 7:30 in the beginning. So theory part will go like that, and after that, separately, we you will get in theory. So when you come at 4:30, after that, after 1 month of time, we will ask you to come at 3:30, right? We'll ask you to come at 3:30, and from 3:30 to 4:30, you will have a paper. Okay, after 1 month. So you have to come and do that paper. So those things will come. Whatever you have studied, it might be MCQs, it might be short questions. So you can answer, and after that, we will discuss that in the class. 3:30 to 4:30, you have to come and write the paper. 4:30 onwards, we will start the discussion. Right? So it will go like that. And also after that, after ending of unit completions, you will have that unit wise exams as well. I think AI, this is going in a systematic way, right? I think okay. And these lessons we are teaching very simply, like these concepts, right? Girls and boys, concept the easy things we are learning, but with understanding. And as I told you, mainly we don't learn A levels. When you're learning, main thing to the understanding. That you are lucky because you are starting from the first day. And there are so many students told me that they are going what Jamaat and all. So because of that, they will get late to join. Right? Then it's fine. So anyhow, whoever joined today, so they got the idea what is right. ඉතින් මෙහෙම තමයි අපේ program එක යන්නේ physical online ඔය set එකට. So I'm not going to speak up. I will give a small idea about the A level chemistry paper as well. කොහොමද ඒක හැදෙන්නේ කියලා. Normally A level chemistry paper පුතා, you will get 50 short questions, right? You will get 50 short questions. 50 short questions. Each short question will have 5 options. Each short question will have 5 options. When you were in O level, you got only 4 options. In A levels, each short question you get 5 options. Each short question consists 1 mark from 100. It means when you get 50, we'll say all 50 are correct. We'll wish for that. Okay. You get 50 out of 100 from the total paper. From the total paper, 50 out of 100, like O level. O level also, whatever the MCQ you got, same amount will directly get added to the paper. In the part 2 only, it will get divided. Part 2 paper, right? Part 2 paper is actually consist of 1000 marks. Part 2, it is made out of 4 structured essays. There are 2 parts, structured essay and essay. Structured essay, there are 4 structured essays, right? There are 4 structured essays. In the essay part, there are right? In A part, there are 3 questions. Out of that, you have to select 2. In B part, there are 3 questions. Out of that, you have to select 2. Okay, so A, B part, you will get. So altogether, you have to answer these questions. So all these questions consist 1000 marks. Right? Okay. Then after that, this 1000 get divided by 20 and only this mark will be added. Okay, this 1000 get divided by 20. Then only it get added as, right, as 50 or 100. So this is the golden thing. Why? 50 MCQs, 50 marks related. Here, you have to write the paper for so long answers, so many pages, but still you're going to get 15 days. So you have to focus both the things, go for a good results. So remember, seriously, it's very easy to go for an A, but if you work properly, first thing, you should not miss classes, you should come on time, right? Daily attendance is a must. And if you are doing A levels for these 2.5 years, A level is 2.5 years. Now you are 2027 batch na puta. So you will face the exam in which year? 2027. When? August wage veddi you will get the exam. Okay, last year students they wrote the exam on November. They got a 2025 batch, sorry, 2025 batch exams on November. Okay, 2024 batch, sorry, 6 batch will have the exam most probably in October. You might have your exams in August. So 2027 August you will have the exam. Now we are in 2025 April, right? So you have 2 years and 4 months. Okay, so to study 2 years and 3 months. Okay, for short time period that only you have. Within these 2 years and 3 months, even you have to dedicate waiting. You dedicate but everything. So your complete focus should be on what? Studies. And make the change. And if you come these 2 years and 3 months work properly, you will go to a massive result. Right? Now, hey, in Babuta, you can do this. Sometimes your O-level results will come in different way. It doesn't matter. Even you get tests from O-level maths, you won't affect. Only one thing affects here, how much you are in it. Picture. So then today it's an introduction session. So we will wind up with this, right? I think right? So you won't write? Don't need to write anything? Right. So these are the things I just wanted to say you. So online students, these things will take us online as well. So before leaving, you can leave a feedback, okay, about the session, right? Then online students, you can leave in the chat box, okay? And physical students also, I hope, right, everyone who have selected this field, bio math stream, right? Don't leave this field, whatever situation happens, right? Don't think it's difficult, not difficult, right? Get the pressure and do the work properly, right? So that's all I wanted to say. And one more thing, please, uh, we will we will send this video. So Eka, please share among your friends as well, so they also will get the idea, right? Netikat, Karlas, Karanda. Thing, okay, that's all for today. Okay. Any problems? Any questions? Right? So chemistry, we have to buy only the resource book. Yes. You have resource book in the National Institute of Education, NIE. Okay, you can get that resource book. You can buy that. Get it early, puta. Otherwise, copies will finish. Now, 2027 people came for A levels. So Taggala, everyone will start to buy. Taggala, go to NIE tomorrow and buy this. Etama, go and buy all the resource books. It won't cost, right? Take around 5 to 6,000. I think 10,000 okay, around 10, take around 10,000. හරිද ඒක අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා හෙටම ගිහිල්ලා බුක්ස් ටික ගන්න right එහෙම නැත්නම් 5000 නම් ඉන් 5000 අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා අර first book set එක right ඒක ගන්න. එච්චර ගාණක් ගන්න නැහැ because I'm telling for all the subjects. All the subjects වලට තමයි කිව්වේ right. ඉතින් ඒ ටිකත් ගන්න. මේ එහෙම වෙන මොනවාරි questions තියෙනවද පුතා කාට හරි? මොනවාරි තිබ්බත් අහන්න. So to get A is 75 marks. Yes, 75 marks, but it depends. Sometimes it can go low, sometimes not always 75. So if I get an SOC in science, can I do bio? Yes, you can do. If you get for S, even S, you can get you can do bio. Then right. What about the fees? Normally, we are charging 4,000, right? For per again 4 classes, right? 4 classes we are charging 4,000. For online, it's going as monthly, right? Monthly 4,000. Physical students every 4 classes 4,000. Do we get a break? Yes, you get a break, right? You get a break in this time, okay, for prayers and all, right? Uh, then, right. Anyone else? All right. If you have any questions, you can ask. Even physical students, if you have any questions, you can ask. Sorry? For the paper, okay? Normally, you'll get 2 hours for the short question paper. Long questions, you get 3 hours. Totally 5 hours. But you'll get this in 2 times. 2 hours. First, you write the short questions. The first only you write this. All right. Any other question? If you have any doubts, you ask and clarify those. Okay. So this is a good opportunity to ask your doubts, right? Even students, you can send a feedback. ඉතින් මොකද්ද? Ask. මොකුත් නැද්ද? Yeah, complete because this is you can ask any doubts, whatever you have, right? Any doubts ne? No doubts mean we can. So can I finish A level in 1 year? Yeah, if you wish, you can finish in 1 year, but for maths or bio stream, more than doing in 1 year, Puta, better to do in 2 years, right? Better to completely do this because slowly do this, then your knowledge will be maximum and you can do this. If you try to do in 1 year, sometime it will be extra pressure. And if you are a person who can get a very good results, so you will lose it. So that risk is there. But if you think that you can do, right, you can try. So to do bio, we need only resource book and Campbell book, right? Yeah, if you have the resource book consists and you can follow the class, right? For bio, uh, physics, chemistry, everything, you can follow a class, plus you can follow the resource book as well. Any doubt? No questions? What? Okay. Physical students, they don't get questions. Online students, they get questions. Right. Anything else? That's it. Right. Then